Alright, good morning everyone. Today we will be starting with exercise 2.5, question number 5, factorize. Okay, so question number 5 we have 4x square plus 9y square plus 16z square plus 12xy minus 24yz minus 16xz. Alright, so what we have to do in this question, we just need to factorize it. How do we factorize a polynomial? You remember what is factorization? Factorization is writing an algebraic expression as a product of its factors. Factorization is what? Factorization is writing a polynomial or an algebraic expression, I must say polynomials, as factor of its, product of its factors. Okay. So just look here. Here also we are going to do the same. So just look here. You must have learned all the identities. Now just look here, there is an identity a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca is equals to a plus b plus c whole square. So just look here, I am just checking whether I can apply this identity to factorize it or not. Just look here, we have 6 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms here. So what we have to do first here, just look here, here we have a square, it means perfect square we need to write. So can we write 4x square as a perfect square? Yes. 2x whole square will be 4x square, 2x into 2x is 4x square. Just always remember that whenever we are solving any question in maths, we are not supposed to change values. Okay, we can write it in other forms but we cannot change. Okay, so just look here, if I talk about 9y square, this can be written as 3y whole square. If this is 4z square, so it means we have got a square, then plus, then b square, then c square. Now what about 2ab? So let's just check whether we have this thing or not. So 2 into a, according to us our a is 2x, b is 3y. Now 2bc, 2 into bc, just look here, bc. Now our b is 3y and c is 4z. Now we have 2ca, so c is 4z and a is 2x. Now let's just check whether can we apply this identity for this polynomial or not. So just look here, 2x whole square is 4x square, 3y whole square is 9y square, 4z whole square is 16z square. Now 2 into 2, 4, 3 is 12, 12xy we are getting. 2 3 is 6, 6 4 is 24, yes we are getting. 2 4 is 8, 2 is 16, xz we are getting. But we have a problem. Here we have 24yz and 16xz negative. Just look here, which terms we have negative? Just look here, 24yz. Here we are getting 3 2 is 6, 6 4. This is negative term and 16xz. This is also negative term. So it means there is a negative term, so we have to identify that. So just look here, here 4z is common in both the negative terms. Just look here, 24yz, 3 2 is 6, 6 4 is 24, 16xz, 2 4 is 8, 8 2 is 16, 16xz. What is common in both the terms? 4z. So it means 4z is negative. So it is minus 4z whole square will be plus 16z square, minus 4z, minus 4z. Just look here now. Again we are getting the same thing, 2 into 2, 4, 4 3 is 12xy plus. Now 2 3 is 6, 6 4 is 24yz minus 24yz. 2 into minus 4 minus 8z minus 8 into 2 minus 16xz. Yes, we are getting. So it means using a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca is equals to a plus b plus c whole square. Let a is equals to what? Our a will be 2x, b will be 3y and c will be what? C will be minus 4z. Again a is equals to 2x, b is equals to 3y and c is equals to what? Minus 4z. We will put the values here because this is the factorized form, right? This is the expanded form. Now a 2x plus sign, b 3y, then we have plus sign, and then c is what? Minus 4z whole square, which can be written as 2x plus 3y plus minus minus 4z whole square. I hope everybody understood this thing. I am taking one more question so that it will be you will be able to understand the concept well. So just look here. Next question we have, Our next question is second part, 2x squared plus y squared plus 8z squared minus 2 root 2xy plus 4 root 2yz, and then we have 8xz. Okay, again we have 6 terms. Okay, so let's just try whether we can apply this identity or not. Again, I am telling you, you are not supposed to change the values. You can change the form in which you are writing, but you are not supposed to change the values in maths while solving any question. So just look at this 2x square, we want to write it in perfect square form. So can we write it as root 2x whole square? Yes, because root 2x square means root 2x into root 2x, which is root 2 into root 2x square, right? So this is root 2x square. Now what about y? This can be written as y whole square. 8z square. Alright, just telling you 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4. So this means what? This is, you remember how to find the square root? 2, and this will remain in root. So 2 root 2 z whole square. I hope you understood. 2 root 2 into 2 root 2. Just look here. 2 root 2 into 2 root 2 will be 2 2s are 4. Root 2 into root 2 is 2, which is 8. So actually you are getting 8z squares. Alright. Now just look here. Now a square, b square, c square. Now look for plus 2 into a into b. A is root 2x, b is y. Now 2 into b into c are b is y and c is 2 root 2z. Now 2 into c. C is what? 2 root 2z. And a is what? Root 2x. I hope you understood. Now just check whether we are getting the same terms or something has been changed. So just look at 2 into root 2. 2 root 2xy. Yes, we have 2 root 2xy. Then 2 2s are 4. 4 root 2yz. Yes, we have. And 2 2s are 4. 4 into 2 is 8xz. Yes, we have. But we have a problem. Negative sign. So negative terms we have this one. 2 root 2. And 8xz, this one is the negative term. Now just look here, which term is common in both the negative terms? Just look here, it is root 2x. Just look here, minus 2 root 2xy. This is minus 2 root 2xy. This is negative, and here we have this negative term. And what is this? What is common in both the terms? It is root 2. So I am just taking root 2 x as a negative term. So now just look here. 2 into root 2, 2 root 2 xy. So this is minus 2 root 2 xy. Now 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, minus 8xz. You got this? So it means, yes, we can apply which identity? A square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2ca, which is equals to what? A plus b plus c whole square. I am not writing that let a is equals to 2 root 2 minus root 2x. So how would we write that? A will be minus root 2x, b will be y term inside the square. C will be 2 root 2 z whole square. Okay. You can write this answer. It's like this also. Suppose you are taking minus sign common here. Suppose I am taking minus sign common here. Then this minus will become plus. Plus will become minus because I am taking minus sign common here. And this minus will be coming out from square. So minus minus plus it will become. Okay, so I am taking minus sign common here. Just look here, I am taking minus sign out of square. Okay, so this is going to be plus. So if I am taking minus sign common here, this minus sign will get changed. I hope you remember that. So this is minus, so this will become plus. This plus will become minus, plus will become minus. So this is also correct and this is also correct. Okay, now moving on to next question. We have sixth question with us. Question is very much easy. Directly we need to apply an identity. So I am going to explain only one part of it, and next I am going to give you as homework. Alright. So be careful and look it with attention. Alright. I just want everybody. So just look here. Now just look here. Our next question is what? Question number 6, expand. We just need to expand it. So I hope you can identify which identity is this. Yes, this is a plus b whole cube. Expanded form. This is factorized form. Expanded form. How it is factorized form? Just look at 2x plus 1 cube means what? 2x plus 1 2x plus 1. Actually, it is the factor form. Okay, so just look here. Now we need to write its expanded form. Now, which identity we gonna use? Using a plus b whole cube is equals to what? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. Or we can write this identity like this also. Open the bracket, so you'll get 3a square b plus 3b square a. I hope you understood. This is the same. Alright, we can write this a plus b whole cube like this also and this also. This is this, I have just opened the bracket. So let a is equals to what? 2x and b is equals to what? 1. Now apply the identity. A cube means 2x whole cube. Then we have b cube, which is 1 cube. Then we have 3 into a. A is 2x and b is what? 1. A plus b, which is what? 2x plus 1. Again, a cube, 2x whole cube, b cube, 1 cube, 3 into a into b, a plus b. In place of a, I am putting 2x, and in place of b, I am just putting 1. So just opening it, 2x cube will be what? 2x into 2x into 2x, which is what? 8x cube. Now 1 cube will be 1. Now 3 2s are 6x. And inside the bracket we have 2x plus 1. Now this is going to be 8x cube. Then 1. 6x into 2x, 12x squared. 6x into 2x will be what, class? 6 into 2, 12x into x squared. I hope you remember. 6x into 1, 6x. So that's how we're gonna do it. So I'm going to give you these kind of questions as homework, alright? So now next question we have question number 7, which is also very much easy. We need to apply the identities to solve the given question. So just look here. Our question number 7 is evaluate using suitable identities. Just look here. 99 whole cube. Alright, we just need to apply an identity to solve it, okay, to evaluate. So how would you write 99? 99 can be written as 100 minus 1 whole cube. 99 can be written as 100 minus 1 whole cube. Now we can apply which identity? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab, a plus b, or a, I'm sorry, it is minus here, so we will be using a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, a minus b. Just look here. So using a minus b whole cube is equals to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, a minus b. So this identity we will be using. Alright, so how would we use this? Just look here. Let a is equals to, I'm using this, let a is equals to what? In place of a in our identity, we are going to put 100, and in place of b, we will put 1. So a cube means what? 100 cube. Then we have minus sign, b cube. Then we have 3 into a. A is again 100. B is what? 1. Now a minus b, which is 100 minus 1. Now 100 cube will be what? Just look here. This is 100 cube. Now minus 1. 3 into 100, 300. 100 minus 1 is 99. So now when you will solve this, you will get the answer. Again, I am telling you, we have to apply the identity to evaluate. We just need to find the value. So 99 cube can be written as 100 minus 1 whole cube. So a minus b whole cube will be a cube minus b cube minus 3ab, a minus b. Alright, so a will be 100 and b will be 1 we are taking, and we will be putting a is equals to 100 and b is equals to 1 in this identity to get the answer. Okay, 100 cube, 100 into 100 into 100 minus 1. 3 into 100, 300 into 100 minus 1, which is 99. Alright, now you will apply the BODMAS rule. You will solve this first and then you simplify to get the answer. I hope everybody is very much clear with this. If you will get any doubt in this, I'll just explain the solutions again. But I just want you to try these type of question at least once by your own. Alright. So now moving on to next question, we have question number 8. So 6th and 7th question, I'm going to give you homework. So I'll be discussing the solutions in next class, don't worry, okay? But I want you to try it by your own because these are very much easy and these kind of questions you have already done in 8th standard. Although you have not applied the identities, but directly identity based questions you all can do. Fine? Now, question number 8. This is very much easy. Factorize. What we have to do, just look here. 12a square b, then we have 6ab square. What we have to do, we have to factorize it. What is factorization? Writing a polynomial as a product of its factors. Writing a polynomial as a product of its factors is what we call factorization. So how would we do that? Did you see any perfect cube terms here? 8a cube is there. How would you write it? 2a whole cube you can write it, right? And b whole cube. Okay, you remember the identity? A plus b whole cube is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b. Yes, you remember this identity? Just look whether we can apply this identity or not. Now, let's just check whether we want how many terms to apply this identity. So, this is going to be, just look here. And we'll open this. How many terms we have in this identity? A cube, b cube, 3a square b, 3ab square. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8a can be written as 2a whole cube. B can be written as b whole cube. Now what about this one? 3 into a into b. So just try it. 3 into a. What is our a? 2a. What is our b? Okay. 3 into a into b. In place of a I am putting 2a and in place of b I am putting b. Now inside the bracket we have a plus b means 2a plus b. Why I have written it like this? So that I can check whether when we are applying the identity, are we getting the same terms which we have got in our question, So just look here. 3 2s are 6, 6ab multiplied by 2a. So I am just checking, okay. 3 2s are 6, 6ab multiplied with 2a. 3 2s are 6, 6ab multiplied with 2a. 6ab multiplied with 2a. 6ab multiplied with 2a. Now just look here. When we multiply 6ab with 2a, it is going to be 12a square b. It is going to be 12a square b. It is going to be 12a square b. So it means yes, we want 12a square. 3 2s are 6, 6ab into 2a. It is going to be 12a square b. So yes, we have 12ab square. Now let's just check for second term. 3 2s are 6, 6ab multiplied with b. 6ab multiplied with b. So this is 6ab square. Yes, we have. Again, I am just telling you. This 8a cube can be written as 2a whole cube. This is b cube. Now 3 into a into b. 3 into a into b. Now inside the bracket we have a plus b, which is 2a plus b. Alright. So now we are just checking whether we can apply this identity or not. 3 2s are 6ab into 2a. 6ab into 2a. Just look here. I am just opening it for you. You are not supposed to do that, although. We just need to check whether can we apply the identity or not. 3 2s are 6ab multiplied with 2a plus b. So when you open this, you will get this. 6ab into 12. 6 2s are 12a square b. And 6ab into b, it is going to be 6ab square. So yes, we are getting the same thing. It means yes, we can apply this identity. So now using a cube plus b cube plus 3ab a plus b is equals to what? A plus b whole cube. So our a will be what? What is our a in our identity? Term inside cube. Term inside cube. Just look here. It's not like term. So we have here inside cube a. So inside cube we have 2a. So a will be equals to 2a. In this identity we will be using a In place of A, we will be using 2A, and place of B, we will use B. So this is the form which we have got. We just need to write it in this form. So we will be putting A is equals to 2A. Then we have plus sign, and in place of B, we will put B. So this is our answer. Okay, this is the factorized form. I am taking one more example of same kind so that it will be easier for you to understand the concept. Alright. Now just look here. Now next part. I am taking third part. Second part you do it by your own. Okay. Third I am taking. Now just look here. Alright. So this is the thing. Now here minus we have. So I am just writing this identity for you. AQ minus BQ minus 3AB, A minus B. So how would we apply that? We need to write it in perfect cube form. So 27 can be written as 3Q. 125 can be written as 5A whole cube. Now we just need to look whether we can write it in this form or not. So we will just write minus then 3 into A. What is our A here? 3 into B. What is our B here? 5A. Now inside the bracket we have A minus B. Our A is 3, B is 5A. Alright, so we have written it like that. Now let's just check whether we can apply this identity. Are we getting, when we are solving this, are we getting the same polynomial? We have to check that, okay? So 3 cube is 27, 5A is 125, A cube. Here I am just solving, okay? 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45. 45A, 3 minus 5A. So I am just solving this term, okay? 45A. Multiply with 3. So just look here, how would we do that? This is going to be 135A. Yes, we are getting 45A into 3 is what? Minus 135A. Now minus minus plus. Outside the bracket we have sign. This 45 into 5 will be 225A square. So yes, we are getting the same thing. A cube 27, 5A whole cube 125. When we are solving this 3 into A into B, A minus B, we are actually getting 45A. 3 minus 5, and when we are solving this we are getting minus 135A plus 225A square. Yes, it means we can apply the identity. So which identity we will be using? Using A cube minus B cube minus 3AB. A minus B is equals to A minus B whole cube. Let A is equals to 3 and B is equals to what? 5A. So we have to write it in factorized form. This is the expanded form. So in place of A we will put 3, then minus sign, and then B we have to put. Alright, so this is the factorized form. So this is the expanded form and this is the factorized form. I hope everybody is very much clear with this. Alright. Now moving on to next question. Fourth part you will try it by your own. Fifth part I just want you to just look here carefully. Now class, I just want you to remember the identities, remember how to applications of these identities, because I am going to discuss a lot of extra questions which are very much important from examination point of view. So I just want everyone to memorize these identities well and learn their applications also. So just look here how we are applying. One more we are doing. So this is 216 and we have 9 upon 2p square and this is 1 upon 4p. How many terms do we have? 4. So it means yes, we can apply. Look here, cube. This is also perfect cube. So which identity I am going to use? Minus sign is there. A cube minus b cube minus 3ab. A minus b is equals to what? A minus b whole cube. Alright. A minus b whole cube. Now 27 can be written as 3p whole cube. Cube. This can be written as 1 upon 6 whole cube. Now what we have to do, we just need to check whether we can apply this identity or not. So minus 3 into A. According to us, what is our A? Our A is 3p. What is our B? B is 1 upon 6 and 3AB we have done. We have one more, A minus B. So A means our 3p and B means our 1 upon 6. Okay. Plus, be careful while applying the identity. You always need to check whether you are getting the same terms, same polynomial when you are applying the identity or not. Okay, so just look here. 3p whole cube, 27p cube, 1 upon 6 whole cube can be written as 1 upon 216. Now, we need to check whether when we are just solving this, we are getting this or not. So, let's just check. Should we check? I am just solving this part, okay? 3 2s are 6, so I am getting 3p upon 2. Here we have 3p minus 1 upon 6. Opening the bracket. Now, I hope everybody know how to multiply. 3p into 3p, 9p square upon 2. Minus sign outside the bracket. This minus will become plus. Now, 3p into 1. 6 2s are 12. So, 3p upon 12. 3p into 1, 3p, 2 into 6, 12. So, which is 1 upon 4p. So, look here. It is again the same thing. 1 upon 4p and minus 9 upon 2p squared. It means yes, we can apply the identity. So, which identity we are using? Using a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a minus b is equals to a minus b whole cube. So, in place of a, what we have to put? We have to put 3p, and in place of p, b, we have to write what? 1 upon 6. So, factorize b. This is the form given to us, and we need to write it in factorized form. So, this is 3p minus sign 1 upon 6 whole cube. So, this is the answer. Alright. I hope everybody understood the question. I want everyone to try these questions again and do your homework. Alright. So, that's it for today. Thank you so much.